I ordered that new Ubisoft game, like the Breath of the Wild looking one, and it's at my door. I'm really excited to play it, so let's go ahead and get it. The f*** is that? Immortals Fenyx Rising was probably better known as Gods and Monsters because that's the name it had when it was announced. But about 3 months before the release, Monster Energy Drinks didn't like that name, so Ubisoft changed it, because apparently nobody can use the word monster anymore. Immortals Fenyx Rising is a weird hybrid between Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed. Just hearing that makes you think it wouldn't work, but they combine surprisingly well here. From Assassin's Creed, you have the synchronization points with the knockoff eagle vision. You also have the hiding in bushes, the stealth attacks, and the modern Assassin's Creed combat system. From Breath of the Wild, you very obviously have the overall art style and world design. You can practically climb up everything you see, with the main limiting factor being your stamina bar. There's even a response to shrines, and those are the Vaults of Tartarus, which are filled with very Zelda-esque physics-based puzzles and combat arenas. I'm just gonna go out and say it, I love the art style and gameplay. It's a beautiful looking game that is genuinely fun to play. The combat is stylish and smooth, and there's always something to go explore in the world. The world is divided into multiple areas, each of which being themed about a certain Greek god, such as a lush green pasture for Aphrodite or a war-torn canyons for Ares. Each has a distinct look and makes the world stand out. I'll even be bold and say this is the best looking and most unique world Ubisoft has ever created. I'll go even further out on the limb and say this is the best combat in any Ubisoft game. I absolutely love it. I gave Assassin's Creed Valhalla a 9 out of 10, and this could be right up there based on the gameplay. But while the combat hits its mark, the comedy just doesn't. The main story beats and a large number of your actions are narrated by Prometheus and Zeus. This could be a great and enjoyable way to convey the story to the player, and while Prometheus is a great character, Zeus isn't at all. Every time he goes to speak, he's either telling a stale joke or setting one up to be delivered in his next line. I won't lie, sometimes it can be funny, but 95% of the time it just doesn't land and feels forced. This gets extremely tiring over the 20 plus hours of playtime. And that isn't even the worst part either. That award goes to the Vaults of Tartarus and their annoying puzzles. Most of them aren't really difficult. You can take one look at the puzzle and know what to do, but then you just have to spend the next 5+ minutes going through the motions. I wish there was more difficulty, but not with the combat, just better puzzles. Normally this wouldn't be such an issue, but since most of the quests revolve around those vaults, you will be spending a lot of your time in them. And not all of them are bad, just a large majority of them. Those two major issues make Immortals Fenyx Rising very hard to score. It's some of the best combat and world design Ubisoft has ever done, but every time I go into a vault or listen to a character talk, the game just loses me. And it loses me way too much. So unfortunately, I can't give it more than a 4 out of 10. However, if you want to give it a shot, you can do Ubisoft Plus for a month for $15 and try it there. Thank you for watching our review of Immortals Fenyx Rising. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. You can keep up with us outside of YouTube over on Twitter and Instagram at InputSource or by using the links in the description. Game links can be found down there as well. Once again, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.